What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Game On Improve Your Health podcast. Today's episode journey is being guided by none other than your host, Austin J, or hallucinodream, if you know him from the gaming community. And today's topic is a follow-up and question and answer to last week's episode, which was on genetics versus lifestyle and habits and environment. Thank you for tuning in and listening, and enjoy this episode. Blah, 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 blah. What's up, everybody? Austin J here. I apologize for the tardiness of this episode. I do want to say I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, spent time with friends, family, and just enjoyed themselves. I underestimated how busy we were going to be last week, so that is, the holiday week, that is why this episode is running a little behind, and there will be a fun episode a couple days following. Last week we talked about genetics versus lifestyle, habits and environment. I didn't get any questions on this, so we're just going to basically review. I'm not going to drag this episode out, especially since we're going to be posting another episode very, very shortly. But I just want to restate the importance of understanding, for people to understand that lifestyle habits and the environment that people may be in, they impact health and wellness. And that doesn't necessarily mean if a whole family continues to hold the same habits, the same nutrition habits, the same lifestyle habits, and they hold the same environmental kind of state, that doesn't necessarily make it, or the health aspect of a person being affected by it doesn't necessarily make that genetic. And I think that's very important. Again, I hear a lot of people, see a lot of people on social media, hear a lot of people in general stating that I am this way because of my genes, I am this way because it's, because of genetics, because that's how my parents were or are, they have this, they have that, their parents, and so on and so forth. And times change, so does research. I'm sure at some point the research that I'm doing and stating here in some of my episodes is going to, and I'm sure it's happening sooner than later as well, I'm going to need to rechange some of the stuff I have been, the information I've been relaying, just from the change of research and new research developing, and some research that kind of pushes some old thoughts out the window, brings some new ones in, and everything of the sort. That's another thing as well, is that some people are stuck. That I would imagine that would be part of the lifestyles. Some people get stuck in the past, and I've talked about this in other episodes, but eating fats, that's a big one. Eating carbs. Those are two things that were researched in the past, and they were kind of said that they were bad at some point in time, and sometimes that still sticks around. Eggs is a big controversy, still is, has been. I would imagine for a long time coming, it's going to be. But that's another thing. It's just ways of, so the research comes out. It's just kind of the way people view things. That's the point that I'm trying to get across here, is that people who fall into this routine of thinking that it's just in their genes, it's their genetics, maybe need to try to look at it in another light, where look at, and sometimes it's not really said. Like, this isn't something people talk about often, so it's hard for people to do that initially, especially about themselves. I know when I was growing up, I didn't do that. I didn't do that whatsoever. But it's hard to do that because not many, maybe nobody has even heard somebody talk like that or state that before hearing these episodes. And then, at that point, somebody may look back on how their nutrition their parents had, or their grandparents had, or some of the friends they hung out with, or their roommates even, and notice that the nutrition habits weren't that great, and that could have very much been, impacting those, some of those, maybe those biomarkers that people have that are, like high cholesterol and this and that, possible weight gain. So I'm not going to drag this episode out any further. 5 minutes, not the most ideal, but I'm going to have a fun episode. I'm going to try to get a guest on, hopefully, this week. But I wanted to relay that message. If anybody has any questions and anything that we have said in this episode, last episode, or any episode that we have, the 5th week, which is this week, I'm recording this the 29th, very late. The 5th week is a fun episode, chit-chat about whatever we want, answer any questions about any episode that may have come in that weren't answered in the follow-ups, and just have fun with the episode. So submit those questions, let us know what you have. Any insight maybe you have on anything you heard as well, we'd love to go over that as well. So I'm not going to drag this out. Again, my name is Austin J, or hallucinodream. All of my social media is in the description on both podcasts and YouTube. All of One Punch social media is in the description on both as well. Also, if you're watching live on YouTube, or not live, but if you're watching on YouTube, links are over here on the left as well. And thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see everybody in next episode. Thank you.